Hey guys, we're here at Long Beach Comic Con 2016. As things are getting set up here, we're doing our usual work with Long Beach Comic Con to kind of do the setup and check where things are at and help communicate some of the policies, procedures, things like that. We did a periscope of all the setup for the panels. I mean, panels are going to be super popular this weekend here. The Firefly panel with Nathan Fillion. You've got the Batman animated series, Con Man. The Brown Coats are here doing a very special showing of War. Lots of stuff going on. Big Saturday, big Sunday as well to follow. Tons of comics at the core thing. So right now, though, if you want to, well, first off, if you want to check that out, head over to our Periscope channel and you can see all that. Now, though, we are going to make our way just through some of the floors, see some highlights here. It's still early, lots of things coming together. We actually are over at Universal Studios tonight for Horror Nights Media Night. It's a whole separate thing, but we'll be making our way there pretty quick. So I wanted to give a little slice of things though before we leave here. We got all the mystery boxes, obviously comics always at the core of Long Beach Comic Con. Fun stuff here, the Evil 2 Dead game. Lots of long boxes all around, as well as Aspen and Raw and a number of others. Tons and tons of wall books. Comic Madness, one of our favorite spots for brand new comics, as well as amazing Comic Con or Jimmy J and Company, the J family down there. They're not quite set up yet, but they're getting there. As always with Long Beach, they, I shouldn't say as always, but for quite some time now, they have put their Artist Alley right at the core of the show, and it is mega sized. So you can see it's going to take over all of this area as the artists make their way in tonight to get everything set up there. In addition to all of the comics, artists, etc., you've also got lots of booths that have kind of arts and crafts things. I mean, obviously it's become a bigger and bigger thing on the convention circuit these days, so seeing lots of handmade jewelry, phone cases, corsets, dresses, etc. There's also a cosplay setup. You've got the Zombie Patrol back here. I believe they're going to have some laser tag type stuff going over here as well. And then way in the front over there, you've got Cosplay Corner. See if we can make our way over there with the 501st and all of that. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff setting up. Some of the independent artists also that want bigger booths opt out of Artist Alley and make their way. So back here we've got things Conceptual Imagination and Cy the Elephant. Caricatures, growing interest in that coming at these conventions. And so yeah, you can come in just like Disneyland or Knott's or something, sit down and get a caricature done of yourself. Also, keeping up the relationships over the last few years, we've seen them grow with the Girl Scouts are going to be here, and Girl Scouts are actually going to be earning badges, which is pretty cool to tie in the younger generation for comics. And then the space connection too. They've got the whole Space Expo setup portion of the con, so always fun to see with that. There's usually some fun things to see there. Now in entering, we're kind of making our way back around here. You can see lots of t-shirts, lots of good options on shirts. We've seen up tons of Funko Pops everywhere you look. But also to note, the entrance for this Long Beach Comic Con, unlike last year, is Hall C. So more similar to what they do with the Comic Expo. There's another show that they're sharing some space with and stuff. So yeah, Hall C. In that Periscope that we mentioned earlier, all the details on the setup for those panel lineups. They're really trying to make it so that that can be as organized as possible, and so you can find more info on that again over on the Periscope there. Loot Crate is hosting their big Firefly panel, so it sounds like there might be a really good giveaway or two or more. I always love the unique artwork, zombie killer t-shirts. And up here we've got cosplay setup. They've got V and Blast Trooper with the 501st. Mandalorian Mercs, Saber Guild. See some demonstrations over there. Hollywood Museum. He's setting up here. Hollywood Sci-Fi, I should say. So we're kind of coming back to the circle then over here, making our way back to what will be the front entrance there. If you've been to the convention center before, that's where Bogarts is, and all the main access there. And you can see Stylin Online, which it is their first time here to my recollection at Long Beach Comic Con, and it is fun to see them because we're always checking out their shirts and sweatshirts and stuff at San Diego and a couple other cons we see them at, but it's neat to see that tower of shirt. It's also an easy mark to meet people, to meet up with people, so glad to see that. Yeah, and then we're back over here to this cosplay corner and everybody's loading in. So lots of fun stuff. Hopefully I'll give you a little bit of a feel of the setup there. As I said, we got more info on the panels. It's going to be a big panel weekend, so you can check that out on the Periscope channel. We also have lots of other information going up that we'll hit on in different ways just on our social media. So you can follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. All of them Parks and Cons. Same thing with Periscope, Parks and Cons. So lots of coverage coming from this weekend here. And if you're interested in Halloween haunt and horror things, we'll be out at Six Flags Fright Fest covering their media night Saturday night, the 17th, and then tonight Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, September 16th. So follow along. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.